Dear viewers, I welcome you to my channel Improve Your English. Previously, we have discussed something on the patterns of declarative sentences. We know there are 5 patterns of declarative sentence: SV, SVO, SVOO, SVC and SVOC. Apart from that, we can add adjuncts to each pattern of declarative sentence. Today we will discuss something on object and complement. How can we identify an object or a complement in a pattern of sentence? Let's see. SVO. In this pattern, let's take this sentence as an example. My father built a house. Here my father is the subject, built is the verb, and a house is an object. But how can we know that a house is an object? Now ask a question to the verb. The question is what? So my father built what? What did my father build? The answer will be a house. So the phrase or the word which comes in answer to the question what is considered to be an object. Now come to the second one, SVOO. The example is my father gave me a pen. So my father is the subject and gave is the verb. And if I say my father gave, then the sentence is not complete. If I say my father gave a pen, there must be somebody to receive it. So both the elements, me and a pen, are very much essential to complete the meaning of the verb give. So let's see whether this me and a pen are objects or not. So my father asked the same question what? The answer will be a pen. My father gave a pen. So a pen is an object. Now another question you may ask to the verb give, that my father gave a pen to whom? The answer will be me. So the answer to the question whom and what are the objects. Now remember one thing, here you saw there is one object in SVO pattern. So this verb is called a monotransitive verb. A transitive verb takes an object. So here two objects are very much essential to complete the meaning of the verb give. One object will not do the work, will not complete the meaning of the verb give. So this is a ditransitive verb category. It needs two objects always to complete the meaning. Now you come here, SVC. The example is she looks beautiful. So here the answer to the question what and whom will not come. She looks what? She looks whom? We cannot get any answer to this question. So how can we know that it is an object or complement? So there is another test. This look is a linked verb. So in place of this linked verb, you can use the be verb. Then read the sentence. She looks beautiful means she is beautiful. So if the be verb fits here and does not affect the meaning, then this will be an complement. So linked verb and be verb. After this, the word or phrase which comes is considered to be a complement. Now SVOC, here you see both object and complement are there in the sentence. They elected me president. Now ask a question to this verb. They elected whom? They elected me. So in answer to me, in answer to whom, the word me comes. So this is an object. Now they elected me president, but that this president is object or complement. To know that, if you ask what they elected me what president, so it may put somebody into confusion that this may be an object. But you see, you just put a be verb after this object, make this object a subject. So I am president. And another test is that me and president both are same. Me and president both are same. He who is me, he is the president. So I am president. They elected me president means I am president. So it agrees with this. But if you put the same formula here where there are two objects, if I say I a pen, put a be verb here, I am a pen. So it is absurd. So this is object and here it is a complement. And this verb is called a complex transitive verb because it takes both object and complement. Now, I think you can identify easily an object and a complement in a sentence. The formula, you ask what or whom to the verb, have a be verb test, and another test is if there is an object, you can passivize this sentence. You see, my father built a house. A house was built by my father. Then my father gave me a pen. I was given a pen by my father. Or you can say a pen was given to me by my father. She looks beautiful. It cannot be passivized. Now you see SVOC. They elected me president. We can take the help of this object and make it passive. I was elected president. But with the help of this president, you cannot make a passive sentence. So it shows that the complements and objects both complete the meaning of the verb by completing this sentence. In that sense, we can say all the objects are complements, but all the complements are not objects. Let's take two more interesting examples. I put the duster on the table. If I say I put the duster, then it is not complete. You see, I put the pen, but still the pen is in my hand. It needs a place to be put down. So similarly, I put the duster on the table. That place, table is very much necessary to put this object, duster. Then the meaning of the verb will be complete. So here on the table, though it is an adverbial, but here it is an essential part of this sentence and it is a complement. And to test it, you can use a be verb here after the object and say the duster is on the table. So it is a complement. Now another interesting one. He called me a taxi. If we say he called me a taxi and a taxi is an object, then the meaning will be he called a taxi for me. Now you see whom and what. Both the questions asked have some answers. What means a taxi? Whom means me. He called me a taxi. Now, if anybody says that a taxi is compliment, by testing a be verb here, I am a taxi, but this is really absurd, but it is possible. You see, if anybody says that it is a compliment, then it means I am a taxi. And in our real life, sometimes it happens. You see, sarcastically we may say somebody, say, "Oh taxi, you come here. Oh rickshaw, you come here." But actually, we do not call that object. We call the person who is driving the car or driving the taxi. That's why the meaning changes. So similarly, we can take different other examples to identify the objects, complements and adjuncts in a sentence. I think this formula will help you a lot in identifying the objects and complements in different patterns of sentences in future. If you like this video, please share this and subscribe my channel.